Hey, folks, welcome to another session of Affiliate Nerd Out SaaS Product Review. I'm here with Youssef, CEO of Flagship. Thanks for joining me and welcome to the Nerdatorium, Youssef.
Thanks for having me, Dustin.
All right. Today we're talking about affiliate recruitment tools, and you guys have a fantastic tool in the influencer space, and would love to hear a little background about the tool itself.
Yeah, it's an interesting story because Radar, which is the tool we just shipped, and we'll probably go through a demo in a bit, was really launched internally. It was an internal tool originally. We
Okay.
built it to scale Flagship. So
Hmm.
I need to zoom out and give you a little bit of Flagship started really as call it an affiliate 2.0, like a marketplace between brands and creators, where creators can come in, create stores, and feature products within the catalog of Flagship and make money on every sale. Everything was basically built out of the idea that creators can be effective distributors of products in e-commerce. Now, the challenge with any marketplace, as you probably know, is you have to scale supply and demand. And so we had to constantly find the creators who could sell the products that we were carrying, that represent the brands that we had in our network. The question is, how do you do that? So initially, I personally spent probably 6 months of my life just searching for creators on Instagram, on TikTok. Finding their emails takes a long time. Then I would take them to my Gmail and I would, write a personalized email to each one of them, telling them why they're awesome and why we have the right products for them. It worked, but it was really painful. It took a long time. Anybody who does recruitment will tell you that it takes a long time. So at some point you start doing templates, but the more you templatize, the less it works. So you have to sort of always personalize. And so, we're a technology company. So we took a couple of engineers from our team and we built an AI tool that allows you to automatically, in a few seconds, find creators who talk about that brand or really any brand that's related to that brand. Then it allowed us to vet those creators with AI tooling. And I can show you what it looks like. And then finally, it really also allowed us to send these personalized outreaches. So we use LLMs in the backend to do what I used to do manually, which is browsing someone's content and telling them, hey, you talk about sustainable skincare. I have this sustainable skincare company that would love to work with you.
Oh,
And
super
sort of,
smart. Yeah, social listening is that next level for affiliate recruitment. I keep on telling everybody about that. I'm glad that this is baked in. Today we'll go through a little bit of a demo and we can talk more about the features that you guys have. Are you ready to show the
yeah,
process?
let's do it.
All right. What are we seeing here?
So here, what we're seeing is, if you use any of the AI tools, you might recognize some of the design patterns. We try to make it more modern. But what this really is, it's a search box that allows you to create a list across any of these platforms. So we support Instagram, Substack, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Let's say, and these are just ideas that we generate based on your past experience. So it constantly learns from who you are. It constantly learns from what you look for. Let's, for the sake of the argument, let's do creators who have over 100,000 followers and who focus on sustainable beauty trends and eco-friendly skincare products.
Okay.
And let's hit search. As you can see here, basically like it detected that it's Instagram, that is searching for beauty trends and eco-friendly skincare products. Min followers is 100,000. And it's looking at essentially like, it doesn't just look at creators and their bio, but it looks at, do they create content about sustainable beauty trends? Do they focus on eco-friendly skincare products? So it's really, the platform is thinking. It's really following sort of like chain of thought reasoning. That's how we call it in artificial intelligence. So in this case, we found 200. Actually, it's a lot more than 200. It's just that we have to cap it somewhere.
Okay.
And, the next stage, if you search for creators or if you recruit creators, oftentimes it's like to click on them and to like really try to understand who they are. Like take this person, for example. She has 165,000 followers. This is her Instagram handle. This is her average engagement rate over the last 90 days.
Great.
And here what you see is, big delta between Radar and most search tools is that we don't just look at the bio. We actually match you to the content. We just look at what they talk about, not just what they posted or captions or whatnot, but what they actually talk about. And we map that to the query. So in this case, we basically found like
body lotions, hair care, fake tanning. I changed out every single one.
So
Today we're talking about a topic I'm incredibly passionate about, skincare. I feel like this was the year I really nailed down.
So as you can tell, like the core of the platform is really based on the content. But then it's not just that. You can also ask questions. So these questions are generated for this particular query. It can basically answer the question, do they focus on eco-friendly skincare products? Well, the short answer is yes. Catherine Lockhart focuses on eco-friendly skincare products. You can also ask, any question you want. One of our customers didn't want creators who had OnlyFans. Well, you can ask here, does this person have an OnlyFans? I'm not here to judge. Anybody can have an OnlyFans. But, different people care for different things. And that's where, a lot of times we talk about brand safety. This is where you can answer any question that you want. Now, does that make sense so far?
Oh, yeah, that's incredible. I love the feature of you're talking to it as you would ChatGPT. Just you're having a prompt instead of like, hey, this is the keyword I want to search. I feel like a lot of tools fail in that capacity of finding what you're actually looking for in your goal here.
Exactly. And the core thing here is also that, it is an LLM that's what we call grounded in the data. So this particular AI actually learned everything there is to learn about Catherine Lockhart. Basically, this LLM in particular, at this point in time, has absorbed essentially 6 months worth of content and can answer any questions related to that content. You can ask, oh, did this person talk about AG1, for example? Like if you were looking for people who talked about that particular brand.
Okay.
So let's imagine.
Oh, I was super curious about the 200 creator cap. And is this a downloadable list or do you have the capacity to reach out from your platform?
Yes. So we'll get to that in a second. But it's actually not just 200. So if I add these, let's imagine all of them are deemed relevant by our system. If you rerun the query, you're actually going to get more. We had to create a cap because essentially having an AI system that absorbs all this content, it would make it very slow if we make it 1,000 at a time. So we basically capped at 200 for now. We can change that. That's not hard. Let's assume that we want to reach out to these 200. The first thing you can do with the radar is that you have this list. So this is the basic list that we have. You can just see them. You can really get their emails. So this is where credits come in, and we can probably talk about credits in a bit. It basically has their emails, but it's also verifying them. We basically validate that these are deliverable emails. If they're not deliverable, we will refund you the credit, but also tell you that hey, this email is not worth it. So we just not only give you an email, but we also validate that it's
great. Yes, super valuable, especially with bounce rates as high as they can be, more than ever.
That really hurts your email reputation, right? And that's something where we care about. Our customers use us to send hundreds of emails. Actually, the max one was 10 cents, I think 1,000 emails a week. So we don't want them to get their, to get into spam as a result of us having a bad bounce rate. So we validate the emails every time. But the killer feature, Dustin, is this one. This is what I'm most excited about because this is what I spent a lot of time doing back in the day. With the outreach product that we actually released a few days ago, what you can do is, you have to give it permission. Let's imagine I'm just going to give it permission here for a sec. What you can do is allow the system to send emails on your behalf, but it's not just any emails. It personalizes them on the intro so that it makes a link between the product that we're selling and the content that the creator posts. And I'll show you what it looks like. So let's pretend for a second Flagship is a eco-friendly skincare company focused on moisturizers.
Okay.
Make sense? Cool.
Yep.
Let's imagine we want to run an affiliate program. We want to say, it's 20% on every sale.
Okay.
And sign up link for now. Let's put Flagship at the shop. If I have one, payout details. You don't need to put any of this. Actually, this is very easy to change. Now, this is actually something we added based on customer feedback, but we actually give you the prompt. So this is our default one. This is what most people use, which kind of uses a tone that's friendly, upbeat, conversational, but you can change it. You can say I want it to be formal. I want the tone to be more, as one of our customers actually put it super hyped. So the LLM started saying things like, your headstands are rad and things like that, which, every company has its own brand identity and tone. So they can basically play with it as much as they want.
Okay. Awesome.
And now here's the magic. So the magic is really behind the scenes. What this is doing is for every one of those 200 creators, the system is looking at all the past content, essentially the content that we have from the last 6 months, and generating for each of them an introduction that is personalized to that content, to that particular creator. So for example, this is one of the creators we selected. You can see that the first thing it says is your recent post about achieving smooth skin with I don't know what this product is really. And then it really segues into, at Flagship, our commitment to eco-friendly moisturizers aligns seamlessly with your dedication to skin health.
Oh,
It's really, the core idea here is you don't have to do this manually anymore. Like a system can do it for you, and it changes. Every creator has their own, here's like, this is actually like referencing a particular brand that this creator actually shared. So this is the first part of the system, is really trying to figure out, okay, what's an intro that really links to what they talk about to maximize response rates and to make it relevant for them. And the second part is the offer detail. So the offer, you can change it for everyone. So if here, for example, I change Youssef to the Flagship team, it updates for every single creator. So see, like this is, we help you come up with this. One thing we've learned by talking to customers is that oftentimes they want to run these tests, or they want to test new offers for creators. One day they want to test like an affiliate offer. One day they want to test a gifting offer. And so this here allows you to like create one offer for a list or a specific outreach and have the introduction taken care of by the system. Does that make sense?
fantastic. Oh, this is super cool. And I love the combination. I usually have to use mail merges essentially to go and take the portion of social listening and combine it with the email addresses and personalize it. And it's a pain in the butt. I love how you guys are utilizing all of that. And so if managers can run their whole entire system through your guys' platform, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I think the primary idea is like, we're basically trying to help managers scale up much faster. I think one thing I've learned doing this manually is the part that takes the most time is finding and reaching out and getting, in touch with the right creator. Managing relationships at any point in time doesn't actually take that much time. I spent way more of my time trying to find the right creators, trying to vet them and trying to reach out to them and try to get an answer from them, rather than, managing my relationship with the existing creators who are on Flagship. And so we really wanted to take that first part that takes a long time, that is, frankly, at least it's very repetitive work. It's kind of hard, and try to rethink or reimagine it with an AI first lens.
Do you guys have an API for this? Can other people access what you guys are utilizing, or is this closed off?
I mean, now we actually just released this as a product. So any manager who wants to use it can log in. There's actually we're giving free credits. So like people can use it literally for free. They can search creators. You can just send personalized outreaches for free and try it out. So if you go to radar.flagship.shop, you can just try this out and see if you find good creators across the platforms.
Awesome. I will put a link to the best offer we can get you from Affiliate Nerd Out. So go to dustinhouse.com/flagship and you'll go to a landing page that gets you to that place. So as far as pricing goes, what do people are going to pay for this?
So there's, beyond like the free tier that has some credits, we have a very affordable $49 a month that gives you access to 100 credits a month. And then beyond that, it's usage based, right? Like if, every time we get emails, it costs us money. Every time we run LLMs, it costs us compute. So what we do is try as much as possible to not have, there's no lock-in, you can cancel whenever you want, but we're really trying to build a system that only makes money if it drives value for people. And so every time you essentially get an email address, it's a credit. And every time you send a personalized outreach, it's a credit. And that's essentially like $49 a month gives you 100 credits. So it's about 50 cents per credit.
Man, I love that model. Really appreciate that as an affiliate manager, because, I'm going to be recruiting harder than other months, and running those relationships. It can take time, and you never know how much time you're actually going to get the recruitment in. So this is fantastic. I can't wait to get some more people checking out your tool here. Go to dustinhouse.com/flagship and check it out. Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All
Thanks,
right.
Dustin. Have a good one.
All right, folks, keep on recruiting, and we'll see you out there.